You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello and welcome to another juicy episode of Unstoppable Actors, where we are going to be exploring how you can bounce back after being dropped by an agent. Because let's be honest, that has got to be one of the most toughest situations in an acting career, because it can bring up all sorts of feelings, especially the feelings of, am I even good enough? Do I belong in this industry? So we're going to be exploring all of that and much more. If you're new to the podcast, I'm so excited that you've come across this episode, but I do want to start by saying, if you don't currently have an agent, or you do have an agent and you've never been dropped by one, still listen, because there's going to be some points in here that are relevant to you, because they will help you be clearer with your current agent or when you get your first or next agent. There's always something to learn in these episodes. And I also want to share with you a free business of acting workshop that I'm running on Sunday, the 22nd of February, that I'm inviting you to. So if you love acting, especially the meaty, juicy roles, you know, the ones that you can really sink your teeth into, but you absolutely hate selling yourself because it feels cringy, icky, or like you're pushing, or maybe you just don't know how to stand out or how to shout about your unique selling points without it sounding or feeling like it's boastful, then this free workshop is for you. It's exactly what you need. In just 90 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get on more casting directors' radars. I am going to show you how to sell yourself in a non-icky way so they notice you and so these casting directors are intrigued by you. And I'm going to show you how to actually book your next acting job ASAP. There's no fluff, no hype, just clear, practical steps that you could implement right away to raise your profile, show the industry what you bring, and start turning your hard work into real opportunities. So as I said, the workshop is on Sunday, the 22nd of February. And it's taking place at 5 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Europe, and 12 p.m. New York time. You can be from anywhere in the world to take it. It's online and it is 90 minutes of inspiration. You are going to walk out of this workshop loaded up with business of acting tools that are not getting taught widely in the industry. I highly recommend you grab a place, and for you to get one of the free places, you can go to bit.ly/biz of acting 2026. I've also left the link underneath in the description for you as well. Getting dropped by an agent is tough, really tough, and I am not going to sugarcoat it in this episode. It feels like a punch in the stomach, and it feels like all of your effort and hard work has been wasted. And yes, the disappointment is real. I have got 5 steps that I want to share with you that are going to help you bounce back should you ever find yourself in that position of being dropped by an agent. And the first step is simple. Feel all of the emotions, but don't let it take over. So if you feel disappointed, let yourself feel disappointed. If you feel frustrated, angry, rejected, not good enough, feel it. Let yourself feel it. It's part of the process. But wallowing in it is something completely different. And wallowing becomes dangerous because that can deplete you. It can cloud your focus. It can stop you moving forwards. You need that energy that's in you to keep you auditioning, to keep you building your craft, and to keep you getting out there in the industry and being visible. So what I recommend is Give yourself a set time for how long you're going to feel these emotions. And it might be 48 hours. I'm going to let myself feel all of the disappointment, all of the frustration, all of the anger, all of the rejection for 48 hours. And once that 48 hours is passed, that's it. I'm done. I'm dusting myself off. I am getting back up and I'm getting back out there. The thing we don't want to do is suppress the emotions, because if you suppress them, they're going to come back up later on down the line. So feel them, but don't wallow in them. Give yourself that set amount of time. 48 hours might not be right for you. Maybe you need a little bit longer. Maybe you need 3 days. Or maybe you're one of those people who can feel things quite quickly and then move on. So maybe you only need a few hours. Everybody's different. You'll know what's right for you. But don't start letting it go on for weeks and weeks and weeks, because then what you're doing is you're putting yourself on the back foot in the industry. The second thing I need you to do is learn from the experience. Take a step back from it and look at it with clarity. And ask yourself, what did this relationship teach me? When you sign with an agent, you have a relationship with them. So what did it teach you? Were there things about the way this agency was ran that worked really well for you? And we want to ask ourselves this question because it allows us to get clear for your next agent. So if there were things in the agency that were run really well, are these the things that you'd like to see in your next agent? By the same token, were there things that didn't feel right? Were there red flags to avoid next time? So this entire experience that you've had hasn't been wasted. It's allowed you to gather data and get more experience. I also want you to ask yourself questions around their communication style, questions around their approach to feedback, questions around their priorities and whether they aligned with your needs, your career needs. So did you enjoy their communication style? If so, what did you enjoy? Were there things in the communication style you didn't enjoy? Did you enjoy their approach to feedback? Did they give you feedback? If they didn't, that's something to consider for your next agent. And what about their priorities? So we don't want to come at this subjectively, and we don't want to come at it like, oh, well, I didn't feel like a priority and me getting dropped by them just confirms that, because that's subjective and that's allowing the sting to take over. We want to look at it objectively. If you could take a step back and look at this with 20/20 vision, through their behaviour, what would you say their priorities were? And is this something that aligns with your career needs or not? When we start deep diving into these questions, we can start building up a really clear picture to allow us to choose better agents in the future, so we don't repeat the same mismatch patterns and we don't end up in a similar situation next time round. The third thing I need you to do after you've been dropped by an agent is get really, really clear on your boundaries. Now, here's the thing about boundaries. Boundaries are your compass. They are instructions to yourself for what you will and will not tolerate. They are not there to control other people. So your boundaries are for you, not others. So what could come into your boundaries then? If you need regular updates, you need a clear process, or you need honest feedback, then you need to mark that as a non-negotiable for your next agent. This then starts to allow you to feel like you've got agency, no pun intended, maybe that's a bad word to choose, but it's the only one I can think of, so I'm just going to roll with it. But it starts to make you feel like you've got agency over your career, not that your career is in someone else's hands. Another boundary to consider is the agent's style or the level of communication that they offer or don't. If it doesn't meet your standards, you are going to know faster next time round. And then that puts you in a position of going, okay, I've got choice now. What do I do in this situation? Am I going to ride this agent out until I found a new one? Or am I going to leave the agency and start looking for a new one? This is about you having choice. So what boundaries are there for are to give you clarity, to give you confidence, and to prevent you from getting stuck in relationships that drain you or hold your career back. The fourth step is to be proactive in finding your next agent. After you've had that time to feel those emotions, going back to step 1, you've given yourself time, let's say 48 hours, just for the purpose of this example. After that 48 hours of feeling those emotions has passed, you are now going to start looking for a new agent straight away. Don't leave it any longer, because if you do, the doubts will start creeping in your head, and then before you know it, you'll be procrastinating, you'll lose your motivation, and months could go by and you still haven't got an agent. So start researching. Look at what the agencies actually stand for, not just the roles that they're getting their actors. Because here's something for you to consider. Some agents might be helping their actors land huge parts, but they might be absolutely terrible to work with. You might get other agents who are slower with getting high profile roles, but they are genuinely supportive, they are genuinely communicative, and they are aligned with your career vision. Or you might find something in the middle of that. You've got to invest your time researching. Don't just jump into any agent that offers you a place on their books just so you feel better. You've got to be strategic about this. You need to align with agents who match your work style and your values, because this will pay off far more than either just jumping onto any old agent's books or chasing the big name agencies that could end up draining your energy. And then the final step is to keep perspective. If I could shout this from the rooftops, I absolutely would. Agents are humans doing a job just like you are. Respect them, yes. Respect the work that they put into helping your career and helping you build it. Respect their work ethic. Respect them as people beyond them just being an agent, but don't put them on a pedestal because they are an agent. You're a professional just like them, and you have value. You're building a career just like they are, and the right agent is going to recognise that in you. I hope these 5 steps have been useful. I hope they're giving you a good perspective on things, and I hope they're allowing you to find your confidence in yourself as an actor. Now, if you want support, not just with mindset, but practical steps to raise your profile and book your next role, then come and join my free Business of Acting workshop. I mentioned it at the beginning of this episode. It's on Sunday the 22nd of February, 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. New York time, 6 p.m. Europe. I am going to walk you through how to get on casting directors' radars, define your unique acting strengths, and help you navigate your next career move with confidence so you can book that next acting job ASAP. The link is in the show notes. Go and click that and register your free place. I cannot wait to coach you. I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.